So the service was going pretty well until I pulled this sprocket off, and this should be a bolt, hex head bolt, and inside the sprocket this hub here turns, and this is stationary, so any dirt and grime and everything that gets into here or built up basically just over the years ground this off flat. I've got to get this one out, and the one, focus this one here to drain all the oil out of this final drive, and the same way on the other side. Had a friend loan me a welder. I'm gonna weld a couple nuts on these and see if we can't get them to back out. If that works, we will go to Bobcat and get 4 replacement plugs and go from there. Got this nut welded on here. Got it to break free. Let's see if it'll come out. Focus. Excellent. I think we're in business. Tighten it back up so we don't get any trash down in there. And we'll do the other 4. that one loose. And that one loose. We're in business now. Alright, so we got our new plugs. They come with this little protector on them because that's magnetic to catch any filings or anything that may develop inside of there, to keep them away from the actual gears. Everything's cleaned up, it's drained overnight, and we'll put the bottom one in and add some oil. It's 9/16. Specs call for 20 Newton meter torque. It's about 14.5 foot-pounds. So we'll slide that on and get going. Using the Bobcat synthetic gear lubricant, just a 20cc syringe. It calls for 60 cc's, or about 2 fluid ounces in each motor, and it's just a good way to keep up with how much you're getting. So hopefully this hole is just the right size. If not, I can make it a little bigger. Yeah, I can make it just a touch bigger. Stand by. Still a little bigger. If I go too big, it ain't gonna work. There we go. All right. Now I'll flip it over. We should be able to fill it up. I'm just squeezing the bottle of oil. You can pick these syringes up just about anywhere, CVS or any drugstore. And that's 20. Okay. We'll do that 2 more times, and that'll be a total of 60 cc's or 60 mLs. Alright, we're about 3 cc short of getting it all in there, but I've got everything in there that I can. I guess there's probably just some residual left over on the gears or something, taking up some space, and air pockets and voids and stuff, but I got all in there that I can get in there, so it should be in good shape. So again, we'll go to 20 Newton meters on this plug. 14. Let's see, it is. 14.5 foot-pounds. Alright. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Should be in good shape. I decided to do this video because there's not, I couldn't find one on it. I asked a bunch of questions to good people on the internet, and they were able to give me some good advice. Just be careful if you do go the route of welding. I may have been able to get this off with a punch. There was just a little corner, and had I known that that was the it was this type of plug, it didn't take a whole lot once I got this nut on them to get them out. That could have been the heat helping out, but they really weren't like rusted in there or in bad shape, so I may have been able to spin them out with a plug. If you noticed in my video, I held the vice grips with the ground. You don't want to ground to your final drive and have current going through your final drive and your gears and everything in there, or any of these seals or anything. That would be rough on your gears and your final drive. So I had the current going through the welding rod and into the ground, or vice versa, to reduce the risk of damaging the parts on the inside. So that's just a quick tip. Just be sure that you're not welding to the case, just to the end of the messed up plug. Other than that, you know, we'll do the other side, get it thrown back together, and we should be in good shape. If y'all have any questions, I'll do what I can to answer any in the comments. Again, not an expert on the matter, just trying to share a little bit of knowledge. Most of the advice I was getting was on an older model. My serial number has these machine thread plugs. They've got a magnet in them. Some of the earlier models had like an Allen key set screw style plug. It's actually a pipe thread, so those things can get bound down in there pretty tight, I understand. So anyhow, that's all I have.